Today I have the pleasure of speaking with Leslie Miles, Fund Development Manager at Almost Home, a remarkable charitable organization based here in Kingston. For over 32 years, Almost Home has been a sanctuary for families with ill or injured children receiving medical treatment in Kingston hospitals, providing them with a comforting home away from home during challenging times. To support their invaluable mission, Almost Home is hosting an exciting event, the 80's Glam Gala, on May 23rd at Our Lady of Fatima Parish. The event promises a night of fun, music, nostalgia, community spirit, all aimed at raising funds to continue Almost Home's essential service. I'm eager to learn more about this 80's Gala. But before we get to that, I would really like to know if you can share with us the sort of the mission of Almost Home and the services you provide families in need.
Hi, I sure can. Thanks for asking. As you mentioned, Almost Home's been 32 years. It's a great house, 3-story, and we can provide a nice comforting space for up to 11 families to stay, and they can stay as long as they need while their child or children are having medical treatment here in the local Kingston hospitals. The house provides a place of comfort, support, and rooms that are fit the needs for the families, so their siblings can come and visit or the grandparents can stay, but all the essentials are at the house. So if all the food, milk and bread and all those things to keep them going, and they can cook in a nice shared kitchen. There's laundry facilities, parking, walking distance to the hospital. So it's all those things that look after you or the family while they're going through that stressful time, and also the expenses that they incur while they're looking after their children here. So we help to take that away for $10 a night, and if they need help with that, we can also help that way too. But we had a family last year that stayed for 9 months, and you can imagine the expenses that they are taking on, or with their jobs too. Some of them have to take time away from their jobs. So we're really, really happy that we can be there to help families. And I work in the house, so I see them, I get to know them. And for me, that's very empowering to continue to do the work that I do to fundraise to make that house exist.
How do families find out, or do they sign up, or do they have to get referred? How do they get on a list?
The hospitals are great at referring, obviously, right in the NICU unit or oncology, pediatrics, whatever. They will call and say we have a family that needs the service, and that's one of the ways. The other is word of mouth, which is really important. Anybody that has stayed and passed that on, or that message, or even just if they Google, probably on Google, our website, they'll see it as well, so that almosthome.on.ca. It's pretty simple, and you'll find the service that we provide.
Quite an extensive service and quite an engine to run that on behalf of the families who are going through this stress of seeing their children in some difficult challenges. Let's talk about the fundraising that the 80's Glam Gala is probably one of your biggest, if not the biggest event for fundraising.
This particular event that we do is large. There's 300 people that come to the event that evening. And for me, just the theme of it, the 80s, is part of my era, which is a lot of a flashback, if you will say. And it's going to be fun. A lot of people are going, there's so much stress out there. And we just thought, let's do something that can really resonate, some fun, bring the community together, and some good music, and remembering those days, right? So we have 80's Enough band playing, Pat Murphy, great band, well known in Kingston, and such a great charitable person to give back. And then we have Care Humphreys, Daisy Entertainment. She will be playing as well. Bill Lechka's offered to come back. We did a gala last year. He's coming back to help us out again to MC. And the interesting thing about Bill is he's done much music, right, for back in the 90s. And he's got some great video compilation that he's putting together for us for that night. There'll be a Purple Rain bar, whiskey tasting bar. We're going to have, a full sit-down meal that evening that reflects, again, we're looking at what that 80's looked like back then. So, a silent live auction, of course, to help us with the fundraising. But the whole place is going to be decked out decor-wise. We've been working really hard at making that glitz and glam, but also there's a neon room with trivia and games. So, yeah, to just really bring it alive that night and let people have a really good time and fun. And tables of 8 that we are selling for the night. Tickets are $150 for the event, and that includes your whole evening and some late night food that we'll bring back out while you're dancing the night away. We're going to be going to Our Lady of Fatima Parish, 588 Division Street. The doors open at 5:30. Tickets are $150, and you can find that information on our website, almosthome.on.ca. And you can even look me up, Leslie Miles. I'm in the house. Call Almost Home. Happy to chat further with it. And we're looking for sponsorship, donations, and people to come and spend the evening with us.
What did the 80s mean to you?
Yeah, the 80s was a big time in my life. We just were out there doing all kinds of fun things. And the music, to me, at that time is what is going to keep me going all night, because I will be certainly dancing dancing that night away with that music in that time. But it was a time of friendships, too, that people just kind of did some things. They just got out there and they just let it go and had a really good time. And we were a little frivolous, I think, then. So, yeah, and I think that the look, too, we're going to all sort of dress that look at that time. Some of the neon colors were coming in, that shiny look. The red carpet just got laid then, put down. And so, it wasn't just about there was a big aerobic time, too. So, we might have that and a little bit of a roller skater person going through the evening. But yeah, so much fun, So I certainly will be having, I'm sure I'm going to be a little tired, but I'm going to have a lot of energy because there's going to be a lot going on.